If you're watching this video, that means you like my interviews, but you want a little bit more. Well, here it is. Welcome to the DreamWeaver News Minute. Shut the fuck. Welcome to the DreamWeaver News Minute, where I talk about the news of the game for a minute. First off, the Ark sucks. Okay? That's all I can say. Also in the news, we have too many of these in our inventories. And too many of these in our inventories. We also have these in our inventories. And this. Oh my gosh. Scopely, get rid of these things, man. Or let us trade them in for something else. Yeah, good idea. Let's do it. And now a word from our sponsor. In war news, Hunt is at war with Grow. Will AK and his forces defeat Miracle Grow and his secret allies? Only time will tell. Some people think that Hunt may be a little spread out right now while fighting KH, Dread, and Grow. Now a word from our sponsor. In other news, it looks like Roe is holding strong, led by EMC and the Coalition. The Coalition. Good for territory. Or are they? The No versus Pith War. What caused it? Why is it still raging? And how do we stop it? Your mom is OPC. Sorry. Join us next time on the DreamWeaver News Minute, where I talk about the news of the game for a minute, but usually longer. I hope you like this video that comes up next. It's a very special guest. You'll recognize him almost immediately. He's also the content creator that my wife said she liked most. So that was kind of cool and kind of coincidental, I should say. Anyway, here we go. DreamWeaver and
You don't know what it's like in our universe.
DreamWeaver and
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I don't have time.
Welcome to DreamWeaver and Chill, and thanks for chilling with me. Tonight, I have an official content creator for Star Trek Fleet Command, and a favorite of mine. We have Nowonshall. Nowan, how are you, sir?
Doing good today. I'm doing good today. How you doing, DreamWeaver?
I'm doing awesome, man. You're one of the guys, I have to tell you, you're one of the guys that and you know this, I parodied early on, and it was really fun, and you did a great response video, which made my day even better. And
I remember that one.
the response video was better than my video. I just want to ask you a few questions about your server.
Shoot.
What server are you on?
Server 10.
Server 10. Cool. I'm on 17. We're close.
Yeah, well, we were closer earlier.
Yeah.
Before the merge.
Yeah, that's I'm hoping we get 13. We've been doing a lot of contests with 13 in the game. I don't know if they're prepping us.
That's what it seems like. They're probably trying to keep server power, but then again, like, I don't want to be merged with the Rev server because that's who we're getting put up against here, and yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
Oh well, we have Ska, so we'll be fine.
Well, is he alive? Is he playing? That's my question. I haven't seen him in a while.
I do not know, but I miss the dude.
Same.
He'll be back. He's got. I mean, when you get to level 60, what do you do?
I don't know. That one's a hard one. Like, I would get bored of the game if I hit level 60. That's why I like puttering around and slowly going at it. Well, I can't really say slowly because I'm up to 49, but I digress.
But that should be expected of you. This is your career, creating content for this game, and I'm sure other things. You got to go up there. You got to advance.
Yes. That's how I see it. I try to show people the higher end stuff so they know what's coming in the future. I may not be as analytical as DJs or into it as Rev, but I do my own manner of it. And it's always like being the, biggest video creator for a video or for doing videos, like for level wise.
Your videos are more, hey guys, this is what's going on, and here's the real scoop. While Rev is, he's a nerd, right? Like that dude loves math. And
I go by the motto is keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, forget the math. I don't do that stuff. But
me either.
They do, and people love it. I don't know. That's their thing.
I don't know. It's my dyslexic, but a lot of things confuse me when I do them. So I like to keep it just as simple as possible. I know it may not be some people's style, but that's who I am.
Well, I'm a big ADHD guy, so if something distracts me, I'm gone. It's done.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I'm glad you're here. I've been hoping to get you since I did the parody of you, and you were really cool. You were really great sport when I did that. What did you first think when you saw that thing?
I laughed. I knew it was just for giggles and laughs and just to be goofy. It was cool.
Yeah, well, that's what it's meant for, and hopefully someone saw it and thought, oh, that's hilarious. I better look at the real guy. That was my goal, is to bring people to you. If people come and watch my videos, that's great. These interviews they're podcasts / videos, and half the fun is putting up weird looped video artwork on these. But you guys do the real videos. You guys do the hard lifting. I just kind of show.
You say so.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, you do videos all the time.
Well, I had a lull for a bit, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of things.
So how many videos would you say you do in a week?
Well, it depends on my mood, to be honest, because my mood runs my video creation, and if I don't have a good mood, usually I won't post a video. If I'm in a good mood, I'll do it, or I get a creative strike like I've had in the last few days where I've been able to push almost, 8 videos out in a matter of, a week and a day.
Yeah, it's like every time I get on, I'm like, whoa, he's got another video. Let me check this out. Whoa, another video.
It's just trying to get that the swing of things and getting ideas, do videos, and go over. I know sometimes some of the videos may be dull, or they sound like they're repeating themselves, or it's me saying, wow, this is a pack. I'd rather buy a pack so you guys are aware of it. Even though my monetary pocket isn't as big as it used to be. I know people complain about that. Like, oh my God, you're up 49, but you're begging. I'm just like, no, I'm up 49 because I've been at the game for almost 4 years at this point, and I put a substantial amount of money in at the beginning.
Yeah, it was harder back then. Like, it cost a lot more money to advance back in the day, 3 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they don't know, man. There's no battle pass. There were no tokens. When you got robbed, you got robbed.
Yeah, I tried to make sure I didn't get robbed. Like I did when I was up 16, and I almost quit the game then.
I've been drained probably 4 times, and like against my will. Sometimes when I'm going to take a break, I'll throw it out there. But
and if you're going to take a break from the game, just throw a 30-day up and see what's going on, see how you are, gauge yourself, and if you come back in those 30 days, right now I can't play the game, then just open it up. Don't let those resources go, because it's going to take you a while to gain them back.
Yeah, and like you being a content creator, it's an art, and I get it, man. You have to be in a mood. You have to get your mind right before you can, like, present yourself.
Yeah, well, you should have saw me when I first started doing my videos. I had to scream and yell in the car to amp myself up to even do a video.
Really?
Yeah, I'm an introvert, so I'm not very much with people person. It may look like it from the outside point of view, but I am a loner.
Well, let me tell you, you do a really good job of pretending to not be.
Yeah,
And
a false bravado in a sense.
well, I mean, how can an introvert have such a cool TikTok? You've got a TikTok.
Oh God.
We're going to talk about it, man.
Oh God.
I am a follower of your TikTok.
And I have lulled on that too.
No, but you know what, man? It's like an adventure of 3D printing. And I'm like, oh, okay, so get this, don't get this. That's almost as informative as the STFC videos.
Yeah, I try to do that. I try to show off what I'm doing. Like, I'm kind of at a lull in that, but I need to go back to finish off my Iron Man mask to not perfection because I'm not good at it just yet, but hey, one day.
That's cool. Yeah, I saw that. Will that be life size?
It is. It actually fits on my head.
Oh, that's awesome. That's the only reason to make it. Why, like when you buy these things like, oh, here's Thor's hammer and it's half the size. What's the point?
Yeah, those can be a whole process to make. I'm trying to learn as time progresses.
Well, I really enjoy those too. So, when did you start playing Star Trek Fleet Command? And do you remember the first alliance you were in?
Day one. So it was November of 2017, I think, whatever the first day of the launch of the servers. I was in Browncoats, BCT, I think.
Oh, little Firefly action there, huh?
Yes, I guess I just joined it to join it, and then I got harassed by a guy named Sith Lord, and I joined EXO for the longest. That was my ride or die for a long period of time. Then I dropped because I was a focal point of war because I'm a content creator. And then I became part of Legion, which I've been a part of, 2-3 years now?
So that's a strange thing to happen. So as a content creator, people are out for blood, I guess, right? To prove that they're better than you?
That, and back in the day, we used to get granted a lot of resources to do production of videos and do stuff like that. So they said it was unfair that I was even on the server or playing the game, even though I substantially put a bunch of my own money into the game.
Now, what you're talking about is they used to give you guys like blueprints and stuff ahead of time.
No, that was only happened once, and that was with the Devore. But besides that, we usually get them we used to get them on day one of the ARC launch. Now, it's a whole different story, because, yeah.
Well, the only reason I did it was so that you could show people what they're like and how they can be built up.
Yes, and that was one thing I like to do is to be the first one to show everybody and introduce them to new officers and stuff like that. But it's changed in the time frame of since Ares was in charge.
So now it's more of a here's a video, show this. Here's some clips, show this.
Yeah, now we have to wait it out till everyone else gets the stuff to be able to either get it ourselves through our own means or other means, I guess.
Yeah, secret means.
Yes.
Well,
something like that.
Well, I enjoyed those early videos where you were like, look, here's my Kumari. I don't know if it was a Kumari. I don't think it was. But it was like a first ship that I remember. That's the first video I saw. It was like, whoa, this guy's...
Oh, that was a Saladin, I think it was.
Yeah, that was the one. I was like, wow, okay, I can get this ship pretty soon. Yeah, that was good.
And then my Enterprise video where I almost cried making it.
Oh my gosh, I remember the Enterprise video.
$600 spent on a stream.
And that was
video.
And that's part of what I was making fun of. When you blew all that money, that I was like, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah, and it hurt to do it myself. And I'm like, I could have did so much with that money in real life, but I blew it in a game.
And I think you were saying it while you, if I remember correctly, what am I doing? I'm going to spend it for you guys. Here it is.
Yeah, and I still try to do that, but I'm not as financially stable enough to do it as I used to be.
And a lot of people don't know, you guys don't get paid to be content creators for Star Trek Fleet Command.
No, we don't.
People think, oh, well, yeah, they get paid. It's like, no, Scopely doesn't pay them.
I wish.
It's like a volunteer organization.
Yeah, and you work your butt off to get in and then get a few tits a bit to right ahead of time so you can produce a video on ARC launch days.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's not much to work with either.
I don't like deadlines like that, so...
Well, those aren't hard. For me, I produce my ARC launch day videos the day ahead. So the day of launch. So it's easier to get all the proper information to put into the video. And if there's something that comes last second, then I'm able to work with it. And if there isn't, I'm just working with what I got in my hands.
That's all you can do.
Yes.
What's the name of your alliance now? You just said it.
It's Legion.
Legion. And how many spots do you guys have? Probably 80.
Open or...
Just total.
Well, we have... Let me look at it. I don't remember. So we have a total of 70 members. We got into big war, so we had a lot of drop like flies, but we have room for 88 total.
Gosh, that's so big. That's like EMC.
Yeah, Scott's Alliance.
Yeah, they have two, but the main one is like that big. It's...
Yeah, we continually grow, but when you're at a war, it's consistently people drop because they don't want to handle it, or yeah.
So on your server, are you guys like 1, 2, 3? What spot are you guys on the power chart, I should say?
Well, we dropped a bit since war started because people move around, people quit, people da-da-da-da, but I'll look at it right now. We're... 1 second, the game's not loading up. We are second in power. We're at 2.8 bill.
Okay, so that's legit. I mean, you guys are right there.
Yeah.
And so the number one, were you guys at war with the number one alliance?
Oh, we are.
Oh, that's hard, right?
Yep, when you have Ops 59s, Ops 65, or 65, 60, or 59s, 58s, 55s, high, strong 49s, it gets hard to fight a war, but you bash your head until, well, either side decide to submit or find a way to work around it mutually.
And what's good about you is you have the ability to, like, you could go online and make videos saying, like, oh, these guys suck. But you don't do that. You're above that.
Not into that.
Yeah, I mean, that so they should be thankful.
Well, I've had streams where I talk a little smack because I'm frustrated at the time because I'm trying to stream and do or show stuff off in the game or just hostile chill and kill, but they don't let it happen. They continually harass me on stream, affecting my income.
Yeah, that's not cool. Yeah, I've had people report my videos, and it's like, come on, man. Like, and
I don't understand why.
It's got to be jealousy. It's got to be, I don't know, man. I don't know. It could have been that I was scar porn level 50 for like a year.
Oh God.
Yeah,
That was great.
And there's a lot of people who could not tell that was an act.
Yeah.
I mean, I got so many comments going, "You're a douche. You're a loser. You know, you live in your mom's basement." And I'm like, "No."
I've heard that too.
Yeah, I'm like, "No, I'm scar porn level 50. I live on a yacht."
They say I live in a basement. I'm like, how do I live in a basement in California?
Yeah.
I'm right next to the sea. There's no basement.
Yeah, I'm in Texas. There are no basements.
Earthquakes and such don't allow it.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, people don't understand, and I guess they attack what they don't understand.
Exactly. Feeble minds.
Well, what is your personal code of ethics in the game? How do you handle stuff?
I go by their policy, don't be a dick. I'm usually not a big PvPer. I really don't care for it anymore. All it does is create more animosity. Some people love it. I am not a fan of it, really, at this point. I'm more of a PvEer. I love to grind. I love to do the stories. I just love to do events.
Do you think the stories have gotten better?
I don't read them. I just fly through them, actually.
I have to ask you because I just ... That's what I do. I go fast, man.
Yeah, I just want to finish it to get it over with.
I don't have a lot of time. So, like, Rev will be like, okay, yeah, this is what's going on in the story. And then DJ's he really goes with the stories. He loves the story. He loves the progression. Not me.
If I really wanted to read a story, I just go to stfc.space and go read the narrations.
Yeah, it's not that exciting.
Yeah, I'm not an avid reader, so when I actually read something, it had to be really good, or I have to listen to an audiobook. Because of ADHD and dyslexia and a whole bunch of mix of things, I'm not a big reader.
Man, audiobooks are awesome.
Yes, that's how I listened to Ready Player 1 and Ready Player 2, I think it was.
And if you get a really good narrator, it's even better.
The funny thing is, Will Wheaton was a narrator for Ready Player One and Two.
Really? Well, see, that's
Yeah.
probably why you enjoyed it so much.
Yeah. Well, I didn't realize until like, well, I mean, wait, that was Will Wheaton?
So you're not a big PvPer,
No.
but you used to be.
When it came to it.
Now,
When you're trying to fight 49s that have like 20 to 25 million Corys, and you're the one sitting there with a 15, 16, 17 mil, you stand no chance. What's the point of bashing your head into somebody and giving them a PD and just wasting your resources?
because it's not cheap to repair a ship like that.
No, not even about a 99 million trip.
God, that's crazy.
Not like I don't have reserves to trip, but I ain't gonna waste it. Like, that's just detrimental to advancing in the game.
Well, as a content creator and a former PvPer, what's the best hate mail you've ever gotten in the game?
I'd hate videos.
Oh, you got hate videos?
Yep, where someone doxed me, gave my real life information out, and just the whole narration of my life and lies and such.
Well, that's stalker stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's pretty bad.
Yep, reported it and everything, and, well, Scopely did nothing.
Yeah, I've noticed that they don't, or it's unpredictable how they handle situations.
I think things are going to change due to Echo being in charge of the community management. He has been one of the best community managers we've had this far, to be honest, for many reasons. For just his communicative skills, his talking to players, his talking to content creators, his handling stuff in the back end, helping fix events, and he's been amazing.
I have seen so many posts on Discord from him, way more than I ever saw before.
Oh yeah, this community manager has been our best thus far.
And you know, I was a big Panic fan.
Oh, I like Panic, but yeah, he was a whole different can of worms.
Yeah, he was different. I don't know where he is, but I wish him the best.
He's currently a CM of another game that he will not disclose.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Well, like Echo said, they don't say what their new name is, their new thing is, because every time you switch into a new game, you have to have a new identity. So no one knows who you are, so you can start from a fresh slate.
That's cool that you get to start your life over with a new game, and hopefully you like that game.
Seriously.
I mean, because it could be bad.
Oh, yeah, or you could know nothing about it.
Now, that's a concern I have when I do look at some of these arcs and these storylines. A lot of people tell me, do people at Scopely watch Star Trek?
Yes, they actually do, and some of the people who create the events just get into it and start binge watching episodes to go over stuff.
See, and that's what I figured, because
But the thing is, I'm not sure about their story development department, but I know their live operation department does watch it.
and those are like Keenzer.
No, so live operations is people like, I'll give the big name out there is Old Man, which he is the one that handles most of it, and he's the one that helps with doing all events and fixing stuff, and like they have a whole department dedicated just to the live operations of the game, like your events, your stores, your missions, not missions, but just stuff like that.
That guy's busy then.
Oh, wait, their whole department's busy.
Yeah. And it's I don't think a lot of people understand what goes into this game. They just hate.
Oh yeah,
They
some
just,
of these arcs are actually generated 8 months in advance, but sometimes I think certain ones are last minute because CBS is like, hey, we need you to do this, and they're like, okay, and they rush to put it together.
Now I'm gonna throw this out. Maybe like Strange New World or whatever this thing is called.
Yeah.
It seems like, hey, we got 5 episodes. Get it out there.
No, they gotta make sure that it's shown, and they gotta make sure it happens. Like, they gotta work with CBS. They're basically the bosses.
Yeah, and I think it's good. It integrates. You're like, oh wow, I'm watching this. I see an ad for a game.
Yeah, but issue is behind it is it's only out in America and not in other countries yet.
Oh, that's right. So EU and APAC, no Strange
Haven't
New
even
World.
seen it yet. I think they don't see it till the 28th.
I've seen one episode of it.
I've seen all of them. The last episode I saw so many Star Trek Fleet Command ads.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's what they're doing.
Oh, they got it. They got to push toward the game. Got to create it bigger, and they're always creating new servers. It's crazy how quickly they make new servers.
And guys, this is a business. This is Scopely's business.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to make money.
Sometimes they do things we don't like. Sometimes they put out packs that are too expensive, or vice versa. But you got to realize the people who put a lot of money in the game are what make it advance as it is now. But we all help put the game in because they look at free-to-play players, whales, dolphins, krill, whatever you want to call it. They look at each segment of it because everything's generating profit or engagement or blah, 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 because the game is always spread by word of mouth too.
Or loss. I'm sure there's some things that they lose money on.
No, I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, things that just don't go right. Like the Treasury, maybe.
Ugh, yes, maybe the Treasury.
Maybe. I won't go into it, but I'm not going to do it. You can.
I think I've only bought one Treasury thus far.
When I look at it, it is so tempting because the payout is so awesome.
This one looks nice.
It's beautiful, but I'm going to keep collecting those little shards and little pieces, and I don't know how long it will take to get one where I can open it.
4.5 months, I think.
Okay, of doing my dailies, getting those, okay. So do your dailies, everybody.
Yeah, it's the goal. Do your battle pass overflow, do your dailies, make sure you get the 30-day chest every month, and just continue to putter along with it. You'll get something for free at one point.
Now, one thing people have told me is the game ties up so much of my life. And I just wish that some of these would be quicker, you know.
Yeah, like the faction hunt. I wish that would be a lot quicker.
Oh, man. I remember when I was trying to lock things in faction hunt, I was like, man, okay, so I just have to do it. And then I'll just make it up because it's a few thousand and I can kill some 44s and get that back. And it was like a game, but...
Well, I'm working to my next billion lock. I'm not grinding it out, but I'm working for my next one for Federation. I already got Klingon locked down. Now I'm going to Federation. I'm like at 500 million now, so I need another 500 million to go.
No way, not me, man. I'm a 39, and I got my Enterprise at 38.
That'll be your best ship that serves you for a long period of time still.
God, I think I'm tier 3 right now, and I'm loving it.
Oh, yeah, I have a maxed 1 and a tier 3.
Now, a guy in my alliance has like a tier 7, I guess. And dang, that's some big hits, like 500,000 in an armada, maybe more.
Wait till you get the G4 territory where you're doing millions.
Ugh. Yeah, it's my ship. That's what I'm going to invest everything in, and I'm the Mayflower King. I had all those Mayflowers, and I don't want to scrap them.
Build them up, scrap them down. Build them up and scrap them down. That's your best friend when it comes to getting G4 material.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I've been trying to get through ships and scrapping stuff. I think I scrapped my last Saladin, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm really close to building another Saladin. I can't scrap it, but I just like multiple ships. Just like
I'm a ship collector when it comes down to it, but if I need to advance, I will have to scrap something.
Now, here's what I'm going to have to do. Because I'm going to scrap all these things. I'm just going to have to build Hijacked. And yeah, I'm going to have to. I have all 3. I'm just going to have to build like 4 of those Mayflowers, and then I can't ever get rid of them.
Never even get more than 1, because remember, your ship inventory gets limited, and I hit walls at my level, like, of ships that I can have in my hangar.
Forget it then. Yeah, I don't need that. I like all the ships.
You gotta worry about that, like, because they release new ships. So you're gonna eventually hit that wall, like, oh dang, I can't build a new ship.
Yeah, I don't want that.
It's not fun when you hit that point.
So on your server, I'm sure you have some rules of engagement, right?
Well, some alliances do.
So on yours, it's kind of, if you want to get into it, you can. If not, you can.
My alliance used to have row, I don't know, 6 months ago. And we dropped it because what's the point of following row when others won't, or even going into it? So we go by the policy, don't be a dick. So that's the policy we go by. And like, our war started just because we did not want to be touched in our territory.
You
That
come,
was it.
Yeah, you come in our territory, you're dead.
Yeah, it's like, stop coming in. Because my biggest concern in the game is active mining, and I hate it. I don't want to sit there and micromanage my miners.
Yeah.
And that territory is one of those things where you're micromanaging your miners. And it's tiresome.
Well,
I know it sounds all high and mighty, but that's how I see it. It's like, do you really want to sit there actively mine and somebody pop you and you're like, oh, there went an hour of my time.
yeah, I don't.
Yeah, not fun.
No. On my server, EMC is our largest alliance. That's Ska and the gang, and
Yeah.
they're a row following alliance, and pretty much people fall in line. If you
Well, yeah, when you have the biggest alliance putting that hammer down, then that's where you struggle. That's where everyone has to follow it. If they don't, that big alliance comes after you, and you won't be able to get anything done in the game.
and you'll probably quit.
And that's happened to plenty of players.
Yeah, not me. I'm not going anywhere, guys.
Same.
Although I'm kind of innocent and nice right now.
For now.
Yeah, for now. I'll be back. So would you change anything about Row or?
I don't mind row for the most part. I don't mind it personally, but I follow my alliance's lead, and I still stick to the point of, like, I ain't gonna smash you unless you're OPC, unless we're at war. And at that, I don't contribute much to that either. I kind of feel useless, but not a big PvP either. I'm like, oh my god, you hit a miner. What do you do? What is that accomplishing? Nothing.
Yeah, I get OPC in territory space a lot.
Yeah, that happens.
I mean, there are huge alliances. I'm not going to say the name, but it rhymes with EK. And I mention them every time. They're always fat, man, and I just take advantage of it.
I don't go through territory anymore. I used to go through there and clean it up every so often. I just stopped caring about it.
I mean, when you got so much to do in the game, and as a content creator, to make meaningful content about the game, you got to get in and get out, I think.
I try to get most of my events done as soon as possible so I have freedom to do as I need.
So you like territory space.
Yes, I do like territory space.
What, because this has been coming up lately, in your eyes, what is the most important thing about territory space? What's the biggest benefit?
The buffs, just the buffs in general, and then going through the whole TC research tree.
Ah, yeah.
The TC research tree is going to be one of the best trees that is out there, which will help you get through, and it's one of the ones I always say invest into because it's well worth the investment.
Yeah, well, I tell you, I have no problem picking up that 2-star and 3-star isotope.
Yeah, 3-star kind of serves really no purpose. Too much to mines quickly, and you don't get much out of it. I focus on 1 and 2.
And it looks like in events, like isotope 1, that is the one that scores the highest.
Yes.
For some weird reason. I guess it's the slowest mining, maybe?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's exactly why.
Well, so your alliance is number 2. It's Legion. Do you have a favorite alliance besides your own?
Next, that's ours. Basically, our brother alliance.
Oh, so you do right away, man. That was fast. That was perfect.
Oh yeah, they've always been. We were at war with them on an original server for a long period of time, and then once the merger happened, they came and they became our brothers in arms.
And what was that server merger like?
Well, coming in, or what do you mean?
You know, everybody's afraid of it. Everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a server merger, and what do we do?"
Well, once we got into it, it was just a big war. It was just a big war coming in when we got in, and it kind of sucks, but it happens. We got to do it. We got to go through with it and deal with the new people and see how those new personalities mesh with each other.
Now, I've heard some people say that we're protected on 17 because we have some higher level players that they've quit the game and they are basically empty shells. They're in the game still, but they're not really playing. And they say
They just logging in.
Yeah, they're logging in. It's like, oh my gosh, there's a level 43. We're cool. You know, we're not losing a lot of people, but when that number is like 10, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know that as a fact. This is what people have told me, and I'm like, okay, well, eventually they're going to find out. I mean, if we merge, we merge.
Yeah.
So what's your least favorite alliance?
I'm not going to put them on blast.
But they know who they are.
Oh, yeah. But I won't put them on blast. That's not my cup of tea.
I get you, man. And that's stand up. So you've been here since day one.
Yes, sir.
What keeps you logging in?
Community.
The people.
Community, the game, the people, yeah.
It's really, this is the first game that I've ever been involved with or played that there's so much behind the scenes going on.
Then.
Yeah, it's like there's a game, okay, yeah, we all have that in common, but then there's so much stuff out there. There's content creators, there's Scopely, there's Discord servers, there's websites, there's Karnak. I love that guy's website.
Truth be told, I don't use that often.
You know, well, it's a fun, quick, okay, let's see, well, I can read it, okay, that's cool. And then he gives a little snippet at the end, you know, with something like pop culture that goes with it. I enjoy that quick, it's like a quick little sandwich and I run out the door.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, it's the first time ever, and I'm sure people that played World of Warcraft, which I did not play.
Oh, I did. Day one beta tester.
Now, was that community as strong as this one?
Well, I was, I think, 14 at the time when it came out, so I can't remember much of it.
Yeah, I never got into it. I actually worked with a guy. Side by side, we were doing some work, and so we were together all day. And he was telling me about World of Warcraft and his characters and what level, and he had gone into a dungeon, and there were like 40 people fighting one enemy.
The game I really got into was Star Wars Old Republic, and my brother does still play World of Warcraft to this day. He's 37 years old.
And he's still playing. Well, that's his thing, right?
Yep.
Now, did you play Knights of the Old Republic?
Knights of the Old Republic, and then the Old Republic.
I played Knights of the Old Republic, and that was during the time when I had consoles and stuff.
Yeah. Well, then they had the MMO version of it, too, and it was made by BioWare, I think it was, or who, I don't remember what it was, but it had a good storyline, good everything.
And
I was really into the rating system there.
What was the Star Wars game that was like Clone Trooper era?
It's like Battlefield or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. And it was good. It was kind of like back in the day. I played Halo, and I played Call of Duty like when it first came out. But when I would play Call of Duty and be sniping people and sitting there really quiet, and then my friends would go, "Let's play Halo," and then I'd try to get in a room with them, and it's like, what the, or Halo 2, I guess. And they're like so fast, hitting me on the top of the head with a sword, and I'm like, why did I even see that coming, man? So I had to make it totally different, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I like Call of Duty. If I'm not playing this game, I'm probably playing like Call of Duty Mobile. So
I'm not into that. I just started playing Diablo, what was it called? I forgot the name. Diablo.
Oh.
Diablo Immortal.
Yeah, is that mobile?
Yeah, it's mobile and PC.
Oh, wow. I might check that out. I know
that one's fun.
Rev was, he was on a live Twitch stream playing it, and I was like, okay, he was killing spiders, and I was like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, it's the first level, I think, if I remember right.
It kind of reminds me of Elder Scrolls from what I could see.
Well, if you played Diablo in the past, it's the same idea. Same kind of game.
See, I'm a Diablo virgin, I guess.
I guess you need to pop that Diablo cherry then.
Maybe I'll check it out. I wasn't sure if it was mobile. I thought, well, if Rev's playing, it's probably mobile.
Mobile and PC, so either or.
I'll check that out because it's
a good time waster.
I don't need any more of those, man. I really
Look at a lot of
don't.
those.
And I need more content creators to come out because I need some more victims.
Yeah, I think your last one was Beck.
That I had fun with that. Yeah.
Surprised you didn't order a fake sleeve so you can have that
Oh
part.
my gosh. It's I have a feeling that she's going to go places in the community, and
Yeah.
and we need a little diversity, I think.
Yeah,
And I think
we need more.
Yeah, and I think she'll, female content creators. We need more for this game. She's the only one. I think Anisius does.
Yes.
Anisius does
Oh,
some.
she's trying.
She does Twitch and stuff,
Yeah, I think she's awesome.
but she's super cool.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, just doing a daily like record of her game, that's perfect. I think it'll appeal to a lot of people.
Yeah, that's different from what we're normally used to.
Yeah, and I'm sporadic, man. I'll put a video out. I put a video out or a podcast out every Friday, but I really would just love to have like 1,000 content creators to make fun of.
Yeah, but that would be too much, in my opinion.
Yeah, I've hit the old school guys. I got Beck. I'll tell you.
Next week you could do DJ again and dress in a cat suit.
Oh yeah, I know. I've got a cat. I've got a cat with headphones. Avatar already ready, so we'll see. I have to warn this guy, Black Half Dan 8. Have you seen his
he's cool.
Yeah, I like him, and I've been watching a lot of your videos, sir. So just be prepared.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I just need a bald wig. I don't know where the one that I did for the Battalion. I don't know where that one went. I haven't heard much from him. I think he took some time off.
Something like that.
Yeah. Disappeared, how about?
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah, I enjoy that. It's more fun. It's kind of like I'm like Saturday Night Live, and you guys are like the main TV. You're like prime time. Like everybody was watching.
So?
Yeah, you guys are the primetime guys. I don't even want to say I'm Saturday Night Live. I think I'm Kids in the Hall or something like that.
I don't remember that one.
In Living Color. You remember that?
No.
What? No one. You have to check out In Living Color. I think Jennifer Lopez was like a dancer on In Living Color before she got famous.
I can't do old stuff again.
Oh, well, it's funny. And Kids in the Hall, it's a Canadian, like, Saturday Night Live, and totally crude, totally... you've seen these guys in other things. You're like, oh, like Dave Foley. He was on Kids in the Hall, like old school skit stuff, like Benny Hill kind of things. That's what I enjoy, making fun of people in a nice way. I don't ever want to...
Satire comedy.
Yeah. You guys are the meat and potatoes, and I'm the cake. I like to think. Well, other than Star Trek Fleet Command, what's your favorite game right now?
Not really. It's hard for me to get back into video games since my ex-wife, so it's kind of hard for me to get back to it. I kind of gave up a lot of games.
Ah, man, life sucks sometimes, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Well, I've been there too, my friend. So I wish you the best in that.
I'll get through it.
Yeah, and it's people don't know what you're going through in real life when they just see your video and they think, man, this guy's got it made.
Yeah, I think that, and I deal with a lot in the background.
Yeah, you do a great job of hiding any kind of negativity, and I want to give you an opportunity right now. Plug your show. Tell everybody if they're gonna watch a video about Star Trek Fleet Command. I recommend Nowonshall, and you've got the floor. Tell us what it's about.
It's about keeping it simple, explaining the game, and showing people what they shouldn't buy, or how they should cruise. Just the general stuff. Just the chill part of it. Really, I just want to teach people how to play the game and the easiest way possible.
And another thing people don't know, and they criticize content creators about is asking for donations, asking for help to support the channel.
This is my main source of income. This is what pays my bills. This is what I do for a living. I chose to get out of the workforce after being a decade into one job, and I couldn't do it anymore. My brain was just mush. I needed time to process, and this is my main source of income. That's why I say it so many times in a video, on a stream, because I got to be able to support me and my family, me and my daughter.
So listen to him, guys. If you like his videos, pay the man. I mean, this is a serious thing for him. We got to keep these videos coming. And what's the worst thing that can happen? The guy says, look, I'm going to quit because, I got to support my family. But thank you for not doing that.
Try not to, but it gets tough sometimes.
So we talked about your 3D printing.
Mm-hmm.
Are there things that you've created for sale?
Yeah, I have a 3D printed Gyarados articulated. It's on my Etsy.
Okay, cool. Please give me that link, and I'll put it on here, and let's
Go
get.
check the campsite under my videos. It's in there.
Oh, is it? Okay, I'll check it out.
Yep.
I'll check it out. So you got
Yeah,
campsite. She's got Linktree.
I was thinking about that, but when I tried to make my Linktree, the service wasn't working, so I went to campsite.
I'll look at it. Linktree is what I see the most.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, but I'll check out campsite. I need to make something like that. I don't have anything to point anybody to my crazy Instagram with my online comic that I need to get back to because I'm about 3 years into it.
Yeah, might as well get back to it.
Yeah, I'm on a break from it.
Hiatus.
A hiatus, that's what I'll tell you. And I've got the story all done, but just need to do it.
Then hurry up and do it.
I'm going to. If you can do this, I can do that. You know?
Exactly.
I've got 2 questions left for you.
Shoot it.
Now, one of them is a happy question,
Okay.
and one of them's really deep.
Oh, God.
So the first one is,
Mm-hmm.
what brings you the most joy in life?
Smile on my daughter's face. Time I spend with my girlfriend and helping my mom out. Oh, and helping other people, too.
And I think you do a good job with your videos. You help
I try.
you help people understand what's going on when I'm like, man, if I want to learn about all the numbers and all this crunching stuff, I'll go to Rev. If I want to know how the ships work and how the arc actually goes, I'm going to you.
Thank you very much.
So just know you've got a fan here. I wouldn't have parodied you if I wasn't a fan. When I watch these videos, I literally watched every one of your videos at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I watched every one of Rev's videos, and you guys have a lot of videos.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot to sift through.
It's a lot more now. But
Oh, yeah, the catalog's gotten bigger.
what's really cool is you can see your progression. And
Well, from my first video to now, there's a whole different person behind the camera.
yeah, and it's just like more natural, and as you go, and it's happening with Beck too. Like she's very professional, and she's very controlled, but she's getting more comfortable, and I like that.
Well, yeah, it takes time to get comfortable just talking to yourself on a screen. Basically, is what you're doing, talking to yourself.
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, yeah, and just don't answer yourself.
No comment on that. Well, the last question, very deep question. Everybody gets it. If you died today, how would you like to be remembered?
Just as a good person. That's it. There's nothing beyond that. I just want to be known as a good person, and hopefully my name lives on. And if it doesn't, I tried.
That's all we can do is try in life.
Exactly. You try hard in life.
Well, Nowonshall, thanks for chilling with me.